and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for coming. Call the roll, please.
Trustee Guyer.
Here.
Trustee Spurling. Here. Trustee Bowman. Here. Trustee Youngerman.
Yes.
Trustee Marisak.
Yes.
Trustee Betzinger.
Here.
And we're all here this evening. Welcome. I'll move into item 4, which is public participation. This is the 2-minute opportunity that any resident has to address the board on any topic. Before we go to anybody in the audience, is there anybody online wishing to make comment, or did anybody submit comments written?
Nobody submitted any comments.
Okay. All right. And is there anybody online? I didn't click on. Okay. Is there anybody in the audience here that would like to address the board on any topic? Okay. If you can come down to the microphone here, if you can, actually, if there's others, if you can sign in, that would speed it up just a little bit. But if you can state your name and address for the record, and then you have your 2-minute opportunity to address the board, we'll go from there.
Yes, I've already signed it. Yes, thank you. Good evening. My name is Nicole Torres-Turnage, and I'm a lifelong resident of Montgomery. I grew up in Lakewood Creek West, went away to school at NIU, and decided to return to my hometown to settle down and begin my career. I'm currently a resident in the Montgomery Place apartment complex, which is a luxury community according to their website, but my experience there has been anything but luxury living. I'm here tonight on behalf of many residents who share in my frustration with this community. The list of concerns and grievances that residents have is long, but I'll summarize. Residents were promised amenities and the pool opening for summer 2021, which failed to happen. Management blamed the Village of Montgomery for delaying their permits. However, this was found to be untrue after myself and other residents contacted Village Code Enforcement. All of our rent amounts still went up at renewal, and no compensation was given for the loss of amenities for months. During the winter of 2021, the apartment complex was hit with a rash of catalytic converter thefts. At least 4 residents had theirs stolen, with one having hers stolen twice. One resident had a gun pulled on him while walking his dog and witnessing a theft, which sent him fleeing for his life. Several calls and emails were sent to management requesting cameras and better security, all of which were ignored. I took it upon myself to contact village trustees to try to see what else could be done to try to help protect our community, to be told that there was really nothing else that could be done. Residents then decided to purchase our own cameras, only to be told by management that they were illegal to have. Police have been dispatched to the complex countless times for domestics and fights, which has made us well known on the popular Multi-County Scanner Facebook page as being the ghetto, with many people even questioning if we allow Section 8. Residents witness drug deals on just about a daily basis. Pictures and videos have been sent to management, and yet there's still no intervention. Most recently, 1 week ago today, a man lost his life to the hands of a murderer while inside of his apartment. The details of this investigation are still pending, but a fact of the matter is that our buildings have no locks. This allows anyone to walk right up to the apartment unit door. The murderer was able to walk right into the building, which put all residents who were home at the time at great risk. Just a few weeks ago, my neighbor was unable to get into her apartment after work due to a fight in the hallway because someone was able to walk in and begin an altercation at someone else's door. The fight turned physical, with a threat to shoot you in the face being made, and several residents were forced to call 911. If a lock was on the door, this may have been prevented. These are just a few examples of the issues within Montgomery Place. I'm here to express my sincere dismay in the village for allowing a large development like this to be built, but the management company not be held responsible in any way for resident safety and well-being. The complex has given the village a black eye, one that I fear will only get worse if this kind of crime without intervention continues. Management has informed me that they are working on security and the possibility of getting cameras, but this comes only after the loss of life and amount of negative publicity that the complex is now gaining. The saying goes, it takes a village, and at this point it truly does. I'd like to call on the village to become more involved in holding Edward Rose & Sons, the property management company of Montgomery Place, accountable for resident safety, code enforcement, and repercussions should there be violations. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Is there anybody else who wants to address the board? Awesome. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it. As you know, we can't and won't comment on any sort of investigation that might be going on, but it is something that we take very seriously. The conditions out there as anywhere in the village. So if you provide us with your contact information to the chief, we can kind of coordinate with you as we look to make this exactly what you thought it would be and a wonderful development in our community. Thanks. Okay. Moving on to consent, we have 4 items. I'll read the items and entertain a motion for approval. We have minutes of the September 12th Village Board meeting, accounts payable through September 26th, the refuse report for August of 2022, and the appointment of Matt Bauman to the MEDC Executive Board.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Youngerman.
Yes.
Trustee Marisak.
Yes.
Trustee Betzinger.
Yes.
Trustee Guyer.
Yes.
Trustee Spurling.
Yes.
Trustee Bauman.
Yes.
That carries 6-0, thank you. Items for separate action. The first item is approving the purchase from the FY23 Village Equipment Replacement Fund of 2 police squad cars in the amount of $129,936. Chief?
It is part of the strategic plan that we drew up 5 years ago. Nothing new. There is a third car in there. The third car is actually a insurance replacement. I'll be happy to answer or entertain any questions.
Chief, what type of model? I couldn't see that on the form here. It just says it's a Ford, but it doesn't say what model it is.
It's the Police Explorer, ma'am. That's all they're available right now.
Thank you.
Chief, just to double check, the Explorers that we have and the Explorers that we're purchasing are either all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, correct?
They are all-wheel drive.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions?
Like a motion? So moved.
Second.
Trustee Marisak.
Yes.
Trustee Betzinger.
Yes.
Trustee Guyer.
Yes.
Trustee Spurling.
Yes.
Trustee Bauman.
Yes.
Trustee Youngerman.
Yes.
Carries 6-0. Thanks, Chief. Item B this evening is Resolution 2022-020, authorizing application for Illinois Transportation Enhancement Program and execution of all necessary documents. Who wants this? Pete?
So consistent with direction from the village board, we've been exploring possible grant opportunities for the pedestrian bridge over Route 30. The ITEP program is probably our best opportunity for a grant. It's an 80-20 split with some limitations, but we have prepared an application. We're prepared to submit it. We do need a resolution of support from the village board indicating that that the village will support the matching funds of $910,000. Total project cost is over $3 million. It's $3,450,000. So again, this is the ITEP grants come out every 2 years, so this is our opportunity to submit, and we'll start moving forward with the rest of the requirements of the property or the project as needed. But the first step is to pass a resolution of support, and then our second step will be to submit the application on September 30th. Happy to answer any questions.
Questions?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Any conversation, discussion? Go ahead, Debbie.
Trustee Marisak.
Yes.
Trustee Betzinger.
Yes.
Trustee Guyer.
Yes.
Trustee Spurling.
Yes.
Trustee Bauman.
Yes.
Trustee Youngerman.
Yes.
Carries 6-0. Thank you, Pete. Item C, PSA with the EI in the amount of $34,208 for preparation of the Montgomery Source Water Protection Plan. Director Wolf.
Thank you, President Browley. In 2019, the Illinois Protection Control Board adopted revisions to Title 35 of the code that requires communities supplying water in Illinois to develop and submit a source water protection plan to IEPA. So the PSA tonight in front of the board is for EEI to help conduct analysis and support in preparation of those documents to be in compliance with IEPA. If there's any questions, I am happy to answer them at this time.
What's the deadline for submittal?
It's July 26th of '23.
Okay, thank you. Motion to approve? Second? Go ahead.
Trustee Guyer?
Yes.
Trustee Spurling? Trustee Bauman?
Yes.
Trustee Youngerman?
Yes.
Trustee Marisak?
Yes.
Trustee Betzinger?
That carries 6-0, thank you. All right, the last item, ordinance 1977, amending section 5-19 of the Village Code pertaining to auctions and auctioneers and exemptions, special permissions for used car sales.
Yes, we have Carmax Auctions that's applied for a building permit to operate over at the grid. In reviewing our existing code regarding auctions, it was discovered that our code did not take into account online auctions and needed to be amended to address this type of business since they conduct most of their auctions online. Staff has prepared this amendment that would distinguish between one-time in-person auctions and online auctions and would allow for staff to be able to issue licenses for these auctions semi-annually. The amendment will allow us to issue the licenses once they're operational and being able to administer them in a way that's a streamlined manner and isn't going to be a burden with overhead costs. The fee for each auction will remain $75, but this will allow us to issue them in bulk for them, so it's less of a time press and staff time to be able to administer the program.
Was there any pushback from them regarding the fee
None.
per auction?
Any other comments, questions? Motion?
So moved.
Second?
Moved and second?
Oh, Teresa's got a question.
I do have a question.
Perfect.
Can you just clarify for me, when I was reading through this, this only applies if they are selling the autos, or the auction is for licensed automotive dealers to be purchasing this? It's not to private parties, correct?
Correct. So they are, their auctions department only sells to licensed dealers. So all of their auctions will fall under that premise. And so this would require this special type of permit under our auctioning licensing permits.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any further discussion? All right, you can call the roll.
A couple people spoke at once. I am not sure who made the
Marisak
motion.
and second by Bauman.
Okay, Trustee Marisak? Yes. Trustee Betzinger? Trustee Guyer?
Yes.
Trustee Spurling?
Yes.
Trustee Bauman?
Yes.
And Trustee Youngerman?
Yes.
All right, that carries 6-0, thank you. We don't have anything for discussion. Anything new or unfinished?
No.
Anybody?
Halloween safety event is going to be coming up. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
He moved past,
That's okay.
How is this one?
Finish.
he was fast.
I blame Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Halloween safety event's coming up over at the police station, always a great event. I believe the date is the 10th? 9th. It's great because I put the numbers on the banners. It's been a couple weeks now. So yeah, the 9th, October 9th. So it's always a nice event. Try to come out if you can volunteer. Encourage people to come out and volunteer because it takes a village. Thanks.
Thank you. Trustee Bauman.
Actually, I'd like to thank the residents from Montgomery Place coming out this evening because I did want to propose the village make an actual resolution opposing the Safety Act, and I have some concerns about how it's going to affect responses there and some of our other communities as well. So if it's something that we want to have as a conversation at another board meeting, but I would strongly support a resolution of that.
I would agree.
I agree.
All right. We'll talk about it at a future meeting.
I have 2 items. Are you finished, Teresa?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
One of my, my friends, who's a Kendall County Sheriff, had reached out to me and asked me if I was interested in sponsoring Take Back the Night. And Chief, if you could explain a little bit as far as the Take Back the Night and what it is and how it works.
Sure, this is sponsored by the Kendall County Sheriff's Office here. It's similar to a neighborhood national night out, but it's going to be held at the Kendall County Sheriff's Office. That's where we will be participating with them at.
And she had asked me a while ago, and I hadn't really seen anybody since then. There's a sponsorship that starts at $100, and I was seeing if maybe the village board could chip in to sponsor, but there's also a sponsorship level at $250, and if all 7 of us do it, it ends up being about $38 each.
What is it sponsoring for?
This is a sponsor, it's a supporting sponsor for Take Back the Night. So it's essentially, like the chief said, it's a kind of a national night out only on the the county sheriff's level. So she had asked me to do that. The dates for the sponsorship has already gone by. I'm sure, I've never known anyone that wouldn't take money even after that date. But that's my fault for not reaching out to you guys via text message. I just thought I would ask during a meeting. If you guys could text me after the meeting and let me know if you guys are willing to sponsor, I will let her know. So I appreciate that.
What's the date of the event?
Chief, do you know the date of the event?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask that.
Actual event.
The chief's on the laptop.
Actual event is October 1st,
Okay.
so.
Yeah, 4 PM. October 1st, 4 PM.
Second item, we're awaiting 2 appraisals on various properties. What's the status of those?
We received one this afternoon.
Okay? And when?
The other one we requested later, so it'll be coming later, but
I believe the second one we're supposed to be receiving by October 16th.
And the October 16th is that HOA property out west?
Correct.
Okay. Those were my items. Thank you.
Did you say the 18th or the 16th?
16th.
Thanks. Anybody else?
One thing.
Yep.
Relating to the public comment tonight, I'd be interested if chief or staff can put together some information on calls to the Montgomery Place apartment complexes, types of calls, responses, complaints that have been received by the village, and what our response has been in terms of code as that development has taken off.
They're working on it.
Thank you.
All right, anything else? All right, future meetings. We do have the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting on October 6th. We do have a bunch of community-type events that are happening. We do have the cemetery walk on October 5th. That will happen between now and the next time. And we have the River Run on Saturday. Motion adjourned.
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Youngerman.
Yes.
Trustee Marisak.
Yes.
Trustee Betzinger.
Yes.
Trustee Guyer.
Yes.
Trustee Spurling. Yes. Trustee Bauman.
Yes.
And we're adjourned. Thank you.